Who wants to start? Do you want to start?
I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
So, when you took over this iconic character, did you ever, well, one, did you think it would last this long? And two, did you ever think you'd be fighting Batman in a video game?
That's awesome. Yes, I've always dreamed about fighting Batman in a video game. No, I never thought. I mean, I thought it was a weird job that I'd go off and do it and be put to bed. Here we are 20 years later, and I'm still doing it, and it feels like a real privilege, to be honest. I mean, to be an actor, to have something you keep coming back to be identified with something that's internationally iconic, feels like a privilege.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, your earrings are awesome. I would be shocked if Warner Brothers allowed that, but Shaggy would for sure kick his ass. For sure. A sandwich is way more lethal than a knife. Everyone knows that. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. The reaction that people still have to him. The idea that people still care after all this time, and that the character and the performance still means something to people that grew up with the movie, that have grown up with the cartoons, is the best part. Is that, you know, how other people see it is pretty profound. Yeah.
You could voice a character in the game other than Shaggy.
I wouldn't stay with it. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I mean, Iron Giant, I don't know, it's pretty badass. But yeah, I think, well, look, to give Tony credit and the Warner Brothers team credit, they are super keen to make sure that the legacy of those characters is protected. So I wouldn't want to play anyone else's character because I think that they're doing a really great job and bringing the voices in that do them. I mean, so many times a company will cut corners when it comes to something like that, and they're not. They're leaning into it, which I think is pretty special.
Is there a fighting move that Shaggy has? Or, you know,
Yeah, he throws sandwiches. He defeats his enemies with a sandwich as a special power, which is pretty badass. Yeah.
So what's a team up in the game that you love the most with Shaggy?
I haven't played the game yet, so I don't really know, but I will say the idea of playing with LeBron James is pretty awesome. So LeBron James got announced today. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that's pretty epic. Yeah.
And then, so does Shaggy have to eat a Scooby snack ever to get like a power up in the game?
I don't know. I know the Scooby snacks are in there somewhere, but I'm not really sure.
Okay, a future Easter egg.
The way?
A future Easter egg in the game. Then.
There you go.
We've seen all the Goku memes. Is Shaggy the most powerful character in the game?
Without a doubt. Anyone that says otherwise is wrong.
If I can ask a Scream question.
Yeah.
So Stu was never a confirmed kill. Will we see him again?
I have no idea. Listen. I know that there was a lot of effort to establish that Stu is still alive in the last Scream. They are shooting Scream right now, and I am right now not in Scream.
Right now.
What? Right now I am not in Scream. Right now I'm in San Diego.
Are there any differences in how you prep for a video game role versus animated properties?
Yeah, it's a good question. So animated performances are brutal, quite frankly. The idea that you're screaming and running for your life for hours at a time is vocally very challenging and really hard. In fact, it's one of the reasons why I believe that actors in video games should be paid a lot more than they're getting paid now. I think it's a multi-billion dollar industry, trillions of dollars, and actors just are a big part of the storytelling and aren't being, I think, fairly compensated for their work. And that said, you're running for your life. That's my political statement. You're running for your life and you're screaming for your life, and there's just not a lot of intimate moments in a video game, which I think that one of the great things about Scooby-Doo is that the relationship between, especially Shaggy and Scooby, is very emotional, and I think that kids really respond to that, and I think that's one of the best parts of playing that character.
Oh, please, go ahead.
After a very long career, did you ever think that your legacy was
No. In fact, very early on in my career, it's the last thing I wanted. And listen, I don't know, I will say that after a long career and being in conventions a lot and sort of engaging with fans a lot, my legacy is dependent on who the person is, right? I mean, SLC Punk is as powerful as Shaggy, which is powerful as Scream. I mean, it's just a matter of how you found me in your life as to what means something to you, right? And I think that that's one of the things that, as a young kid, you want to win an Academy Award. You still want to win an Academy Award. But you want that sort of, you want to be Tom Cruise. And as the older you get, the more you're like, oh, my journey is not that journey. And it's, the more you sort of relax into your wisdom and being on a career for a long time, the more joyful it is.
You win that Academy Award, Shaggy.
Yeah, I know.
So you play a lot of D&D.
I do.
How would you character build Shaggy?
It's a great question. In fact, my friends at Wormwood published their character sheet of Shaggy when the superpower Shaggy came out. Look, he's got high dex. He's not very intelligent, but he's super charismatic. I think he would be, what would his class be? He would probably be like a bard.
I would go bard.
Probably
I would
a
say
bard.
bard.
Yeah. I love them with other gamers. Yes, probably a bard. But I'd want him to be a druid because that's my favorite class. So. Oh yeah. Somebody said I think Obama. So Barack Obama and Shaggy would be badass. He would just keep throwing truth bombs and righteousness, and I would throw sandwiches. That'd be pretty badass.
So we've seen Shaggy crossover with other franchises. Is there a franchise you haven't done a crossover with that you want to?
Well, I will say the Supernatural crossover was pretty epic. I think that fans love that. I mean, to me, when you start pulling them out of their universe, I think you have to lean into really specific and strong fandoms to make it make sense. So, gosh, that's a great question. So yeah, I mean, like something like a Doctor Who or something weird and obtuse you just wouldn't expect would be awesome.
So like Shaggy and Critical Role?
Shaggy and Critical Role, I cannot imagine ever happening, but you never know with Matt Mercer.
How did Tony and the team originally pitch this project to you, and what makes them the right dev team for this game?
Great, I love that question. So, because it's not about me, it's about Tony. So I don't ever have contact with creators. Right? They make an offer, my agent negotiates it, they bring it to me and say, "Do you want to do it?" So, look, there's not a lot of because I am the voice and I love that job. When Warner Brothers is like, "Hey, we're doing something," I most likely want to be involved because I want to support Warner Brothers. I want to support my home studio, and it's my character. I don't want to give it away. I take great pride in being that character, so mostly I'm going to do it. I didn't know Tony until today, and listening to him speak about the game, about the characters, how they approach the creative process, I am super proud to be a part of it. I feel like they're trying to do something different. I feel like they have been after it, putting this game together for 3 years, and I think that you can feel their passion and love for these characters and their gameplay and what they're trying to do with cooperative gameplay, it being for free, the idea that they're introducing all these fun characters. I've gone from like, oh, I'm going to Comic-Con to like, oh, I'm going to Comic-Con and I feel like I'm part of something special in this game.
Awesome. All right, thanks, guys.
Last question.
As a kid, Brady, these characters in particular, did they have any special meaning for you? Like, do you have any favorites?
Sure, yeah. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. There you go.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
If you like that video, make sure to like and subscribe.
Subscribe to our Patreon where you get our reactions a week early, uncut before it goes to YouTube.
You can book us on Cameo, where you can make Hannah sing happy birthday.
I will not be singing happy birthday.
You can ask us to say hello, a small reaction request, or make Hannah sing happy birthday.
Our merch store is now up with brand new designs coming, as well as our old designs brought to you by my manic episodes. Thank you for that.
Make sure to check out our OnlyFans.
Oh my god! Subscribe to our OnlyFans for a different side of fandom reactions.
And be sure to follow our Twitter and Instagram at FandomReactGirls for daily updates.